Good evening, and thank you all for being here at this North Charleston City Council meeting for the date of May 14, 2026. The council meeting will be called to order. We ask you all to please rise for the invocation that will be said by Councilman Mike Brown, and then we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray. God, it's another day that you have given us, and that you've given us some responsibilities, and that is to be of loving to one. Another one you said is to be of service. We have done that, and we hope to do it even much more as member of council and also of this city. God grant us this will, that we continue to be of service to the members of this community. In your name we pray, amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I know.
We'll have the introduction of new employees. When I call your name, please come to the front. Building inspections, Christopher Rogers. Fire, Dylan Cunningham, Daniel Ledford, Johanna Fickendenti, John Lizitsky, Mason Rutgers, Hayden Sabesma, Police, Brianna Slark, Public Work, Daryl Dees, Tremont Smith, Devontae Carson.
How y'all doing this evening? Everybody's good? On behalf of City Council and our mayor, I'd like to be the first to officially welcome you as new employees of the city of North Charleston. We hope that you have a long and prosperous career. The folks that you're serving, our constituents, that's a very vital role to our city, whichever particular role you may perform. If you'll turn around real quick and look at the folks behind you, these are our city council members and our mayor. And they're also really good to get to know because those are the people that approve your increases and your pay increases, so you might want to get to know them. At this time, I'm going to ask the mayor to share a few words with you.
Just want to thank you all tremendously for not only being a part of the city of North Charleston, but loving it enough that you want to be a part of the family. If you turn around. Those are your number one priorities, the citizens. Work hard for them every day. Think about them every day, serve them in the best way you can. And if you would like to go, you don't have to stay. But we thank you all tremendously. God bless you.
Mr. Jim Neal from APWA, will you please come to the front?
I want to just say a few words. I'm Jim Neal. I'm from the American Public Works. I was on the national board, and they asked me to come down here and do this presentation to honor this city. And it's an honor to have such a great public works department that's been accredited. It shows that they're professionals, that they know what they're doing, they know their job, and they know how it gets done. They've committed to continuous improvement, and they've worked hard to become accredited. I was fortunate enough to be in Charleston County. We were able to be accredited. We were the 63rd accredited agency. They join now only one other city in South Carolina. That's Mount Pleasant has been accredited. Charleston County, first was Anderson County, Georgetown County, Charleston County, and Beaufort County is now accredited. But those are pretty big units, pretty big organizations. Y'all are not quite that large, but you have true professionals that care about continuing to improve and to support the citizens of North Charleston. And I think they understand what you just said, that's their role, and they do a great job. I'd like to just mention some names, if I could, of the team. First off, your Public Works Director and leader of this group, Michelle Lloyd, fantastic. I talked to one of the two guys who came down to evaluate and said that you have a true gem in your Public Works Director. And Melissa Pate, the accreditation manager and assistant director, but just that's the hardest job during accreditation, is the person who has to go and tell everybody, hey, you're missing a piece of paper. Oh, you're missing a signature. You didn't do this right. And making sure everybody's on the same team. And I know that she did a great job. And they asked me to give you a list here of the guys who really put it together. Henry Smoke, the street superintendent. Dan Gover, the stormwater superintendent. Tim Hutchison, horticulture. Brian Klinger, garage superintendent. Teresa Brooks, fleet and claims coordinator. Stacy Miller, information systems coordinator. Thomas Law, the garage assistant superintendent. Sierra Gabrielli, the admin assistant. Tom Davil, admin assistant lead. James Shaw, assistant streets. Van Delaney, assistant stormwater superintendent. And Brian Welch, the horticultural crew lead. I think they're here in the audience. They just did a great job. And I would like to thank, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to thank you and the council for, you helped them get a model practice, one that we want other agencies to do, and that is you approved their vision and mission and did a proclamation for that to show that you really are behind your Public Works Department and the people that are here. And I think that just speaks volumes for the city and for y'all. So thank you very much.
Yeah, Michelle, come on, Melissa, come on. When I came in, became the mayor, I got with Michelle and said, Michelle, coming from the law enforcement side, we have Delmar Johnson, and he experienced going through Kalia. We wanted to be not only just all right, we want to be just as good as the best. And I said that to you. I said, we're looking to be accredited. Dave Tito got with you, Melissa, y'all sat down, and y'all grind hard for the city of North Charleston. We're no longer going to be the city that everybody says, oh, not them. We prove it every day that we're just as good as anybody else, and guess what? We better than the rest. But we have to prove that. I want to thank y'all tremendously for taking this initiative on, because it proves, once again, good things come out of the city of North Charleston. It does. Go ahead and say something, Michelle Ambulance. Come on up.
Didn't know I had a speech, but I will start with thanking the mayor and Dave. They did approach us, and they immediately said that we were going to get accredited, and we went, including Melissa, we don't know where to start with that. And we dove in, and we had an incredible team. Lane from the police department's not here, but she was incredible. There were a lot of moving parts to this that helped get it there, and it started with teamwork. So again, to this group right here from Public Works, they are the best, and that's why we get that accomplishment of being great, right, Mr. Neal? Absolutely. Okay. Of course, all the hard stuff comes from organizing and keeping everybody on track, and I will let Melissa pick that up because she tasked that and did fantastic with it. So, Melissa, that's yours.
Accreditation was brand new to me, and it was brand new to Michelle, and I will say that it was a huge task. I think that we were all surprised that we got it done within 2 years. Dave Cheadle gave us that challenge, and I think that we met that challenge and said hurrah, and we got it done. And flying colors from the APWA, which I'm very proud of our team. And I don't think we could
Our first item on the agenda is a request.
Hold up. Before Delmar Johnson, Denise Padilla.
Did they get dismissed?
Yeah, y'all didn't get dismissed. Julie, y'all come on up here now. We got to recognize. I call them OGs, the old gangsters back in the day with us. You know, Delmar was the deputy chief of police with us for 30-something years. Denise ran. She was one of the special assistants to the mayor with the development side, and Julia Elmore was number 2. And she ran in this city and did a lot of things with our department heads for a long period of time. We want to thank y'all for all the work that y'all did. I know you did. I know. Hey, guess what? I've been knowing them for 30-something years, and I can call it like I call it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
The first item on the agenda is a request to approve the April 23rd, 2026 City Council meeting.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any changes or corrections? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Jerome?
Aye.
Dr. Ganaway Paisley?
Aye.
Dr. Palmer Roberts?
Aye.
Mr. MD?
Aye.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Hudson?
Aye.
Mr. Skipper?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Burgess?
Aye.
The next item on the agenda is the final reading of an ordinance authorizing the mayor or his designee to execute a memorandum of understanding between the City of North Charleston, Stadium Residential LLC, and Ashton Charleston Residential LLC regarding a retention pond on city-owned properties, TMS number 48614, parcel 43 and parcel 45, in Council District 3.
Move to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any discussions? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Jerome?
Aye.
Dr. Ganaway Paisley?
Aye.
Dr. Palmer Roberts?
Aye.
Mr. MD?
Aye.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Hudson?
Aye.
Mr. Skipper?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Burgess?
Aye.
We have the first reading of an ordinance rezoning the properties addressed as 1452 Sumner Avenue, Charleston County, TMS 47314, parcel 136, from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Multifamily Residential in Council District 8.
Move for approval.
Tim is going to
Yep.
present.
Yeah, Tim's going to present.
First reading.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
First reading, sorry.
That's all right.
Wake up, Ms. Rhonda.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, Council. This is a proposed rezoning of the property addressed as 1452 Sumner Avenue. Property can be seen here highlighted in blue on Sumner Avenue. The property is currently zoned R1, and they are requesting R2 multifamily residential. The property is currently a cleared vacant lot. You can see the zoning here. R1 is in light yellow, R2 here in the orange. It's consistent with the area. This property is designated as traditional neighborhood development in the comprehensive plan for the town. R2 zoning would be consistent with that designation, and that designation is for properties that are smaller, more compact, more for residential, and a mix of uses as well. So the principal use is mixing, including single-family residential, smaller lots, attached residential structures such as duplexes and townhomes, and small-scale multifamily development. You can see here the subject property, cleared vacant lot, as well as adjacent lots. Adjacent lots are currently developed as a multifamily unit directly next door, as well as an R2 unit 2 houses down. This is located in the Charleston Farms neighborhood, which was zoned R2 multifamily residential until 2003, when there was a large downzoning from R2 to R1 single-family residential. The area is developed with a mix of single-family and multifamily residential uses. Staff's recommendation is based on support from the comprehensive plan and the residential character of the neighborhood, staff does recommend the rezoning of the property from R1 single family to R2 multifamily residential, as well as the Planning Commission agreed and made a unanimous vote to recommend approval as well.
Okay, without objection, this item will be referred to the Public Safety Committee for further review and consideration.
We have a request to approve the appointment of Ms. Tanange Williams to the North Charleston Housing Authority Board, and she's from Council District 5.
Move to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Jerome?
Aye.
Dr. Ganaway Paisley?
Aye.
Dr. Palmer Roberts?
Aye.
Mr. MD?
Aye.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Hudson?
Aye.
Mr. Skipper?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Burgess?
Aye.
We have 2 speakers tonight. When I call your name, please come to the front and state your name and address for the record, and you'll be given 3 minutes. Carlos Jones. Okay, our next speaker is Monica Mummy.
Good evening, Monica Mummy, 2474 Vestavia Road, North Charleston, 29406. First, I want to thank our councilwoman for bringing some guests to our Civic League meeting on Tuesday. We had asked for some updates on the plans for the lakes and Northwoods Estates. So we had members of Public Works and we had members of the Revere Group there to answer questions. Northwoods Estates has 3 lakes that are on city properties in our community. The city lakes flooded in August of '22, and I came here in '22 to address the flood, the foul odors, the failed culverts, and the failing drainage system that created the floods. It was not a hurricane, it was just heavy rains. Whenever we have heavy rains, Public Works is required to come and manually remove 3 boards from Lake 1 to prevent flooding in the community. They're very good about coming when we call. It just seems ridiculous in 2026 to remove wooden boards to prevent flooding. The city spent over $412,000 on surveys with the Revere Group. Initially, they recommended drainage and dredging, with the water and sludge being removed to the Ridgeville dump site because of the toxic levels of fecal material and road runoff, at a cost of $7 million. I was told that would not be addressed until the '24 budget. I went to that 4-hour budget meeting. They continued to do surveys until they came up with a $700,000 plan to eliminate the flood risk only by replacing culverts under 3 streets and addressing the board lift at the Lake 1 end. Does not address the toxic water or sludge that creates both a health hazard and is just a terrible odor at this point. The water levels are currently so low that they're, because the Lake 3 outlet, the big lake outlet, is completely blocked, so none of the water is draining down. So with the drought on top of that, you can actually walk across areas that should be lakes. My community is in danger due to the city's failure to maintain these properties, and it's a failure of funding. They are not able to evidently drain and dredge with Public Works equipment because of the size and shapes of the ponds. They haven't kept the flow clear, they haven't maintained the culverts, and like I said, one is completely blocked at the Green Ridge Road site. When the community pressed the representatives at the meeting, we were met with a remark that really upset me, and that's why I'm here tonight. We got well, if we do something like that, you're going to have to pay more taxes. And that is the easiest way for politicians to shut down a community that's seeking action from their city, is to threaten increased taxes. This is not our burden. This is a burden placed because city properties have failed. In '22, I contacted Nancy Mace's office because we were in District 1, and there was grant funding available. And I was told I couldn't write for the grant because it's city property. So it had to be the city grant writer and city council to write for that grant. Our councilwoman has been working diligently on this, and I understand that there's still process. But this has always been a matter of not funding this project. We've seen you fund projects and vanity projects for skate parks and golf carts, but not make this a priority. We'd just like to see something more than just a Band-Aid on such a major project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mummy. Any other business?
Mayor, I just wanted to publicly thank, I know Michelle Lloyd.
Yes.
Been working with her since I've been elected. She's been nothing but great. We've done ride-alongs. Her entire staff has been in these trucks with us. Every time I ask for something, she really does a great job. She's extremely professional, so I just wanted to, on the record, say I'm very happy to have her as the Director for Public Works, and she's an asset to the city, so thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Appreciate it.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
also, since we're in the business of thanking people, I want to thank Mr. Darvis Brigman, who has worked diligently with District 3. I know he works with all the districts, but he certainly answers phone calls after 5 p.m., and he addresses issues when it's brought to his attention. So I do want to applaud him and thank you. He's a wonderful public servant in the city of North Charleston.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilwoman, thank you. Do you think we need to give him like a max raise?
I think some of that money you have left over in the $86 million, because some of that can go to him.
Yes, sir. You know the numbers. Yes, ma'am. Anything else come before the body?
I do want to say something else,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mayor. I want to address something that Ms. Mummy mentioned in regards to the taxes. I just want to make sure that we're clear and understand that when Mr. Darby's mentioned that that's one of the possibilities, outside of also having a grant, that it was also clear that that is not on your agenda to raise taxes.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not on City Council's agenda to raise taxes. So we're going to do whatever we need to do without having to burden the citizens with raising taxes.
Yes, ma'am.
We have two great grant writers who's been diligent in finding money, and I do want to applaud them as well, because it's just two, and they have done really well covering the needs in the city of North Charleston. But I assure you that raising taxes is not on the agenda. We want to try to find money other ways than to burden the citizens in the city of North Charleston.
Yes, ma'am. Any other? But we want to say such a special congratulations to Dr. Charmaine Palmer Roberts, 2026 College of Charleston's Masters in Public Administration Alumni of the Year. Give it up. Give it up. Dr. Palmer Roberts, would you like to address the citizens?
Sure, absolutely. It was an honor and a privilege to be recognized for that achievement. I truly appreciate the College of Charleston and my master's program for considering me for the honor, and I look forward to living up to those expectations and setting an example for those to follow.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned.